Hello, anybody, somebody, nobody, whoever never see this. This is Zephyr Alexander Faust, the Whiff. Come back at you with some more Warhammer 40k. It is so hot, and I am busy, so I'm going to try to knock out these last three armies. Maybe do a bit more ranting along the way. So, first of the three is going to be World Eaters, depending on what order I upload this. So it's going to be a battalion detachment of 2k, 0 CP. You're going to have one Chaos Leviathan Dreadnought, one Karn the Betrayer, one Warpsmith, one Lord Discorder and Hellstalker, and six Khorne Berserkers. Now, for all three of these lists, more so two of them, Abaddon is not actually in because their troop choice is respectable enough to run them as they are, along with their HQ options for the build, where they kind of are a little similar. This one in the sense that it's got the Warpsmith and the Lord Discordant and the Leviathan, so the Warpsmith can do either dependent on what's necessary, and the Discordant can just run up and fuck some shit up. World Eaters, they get the Butcher's Nail ability. Each time a unit with this trait fights, if it made a charge move, was charged, or performed a heroic intervention this turn, then until that fight is resolved, add 1 to attacks characteristic of models in that unit. Now, originally, I had them in Rhinos, coming out of drop pods, but the drop pods are very cool. They actually, like, are meant to, they move around and melee shit. It's so fun. But they're so fucking massive. They take up so much room. You may not even be able to get them down because they're so fucking huge. Especially with the reduced map size, it hurts. And with their increased toughness, well, not toughness, but AOC, I think you can just run them by themselves. And you actually get, because they're Mark of Khorne, and then you're going to give them the icon. So since they have the icon as well, you can get some more benefits. So the Chaos icon makes it so they get +1 to the combat attrition test, they get the icon keyword, and their Mark of Khorne. Mark of Khorne, you get +1 to their strength as well, if they was charged or heroically intervened. And each time they make a melee attack, you improve the AP by 1. And so they all just have one weapon now, which is the Chain Blade, which is strength user, AP 2-1 damage. So that's going to be strength 5, moving up to strength 6, because they're going to either charge or get charged. So strength 6, AP 3, damage 1. So basically it's like they all just come with power swords. And they have 5 to 6 attacks each. As long as you're charging or getting charged, they're better than possessed barely. I miss old Khorne Berserkers nonetheless. I think the other ones were cooler and better in some ways. These guys finally have 2 wounds though, which thank Lord for that. That was insane that they only had 1 wound. Yeah, so stuff that isn't represented here on my guys, because I had to fix it, is the Warpsmith. He's gonna have a Aspiring Lord for 1 CP, and you're gonna give him Violent Urgency. That'll give a 6-inch aura of +1 to advance and charge rolls to try to make sure they can get into combat. Lord Discordant, he's gonna have Bale Flamer. Bale Flamer and Magma Cutter. While I respect the Techno Virus Injector, I don't see it being super necessary. Considering it gets vehicles, and unless you gets a super heavy vehicle list, the rest should do fine anyway. And the Magma Cutter ain't bad regardless, so I just like bringing that. You used to be able to do a bunch of crazy shenanigans against vehicles with the Technovirus, but they're not really seeing as much play as much as infantry. So this is going to get you more bang to the buck, because even if you see a vehicle or a Tyrannid, which is not a vehicle but something with T7, T8, it's strength 8. It's still going to be doing work for you. He is Black Rune Damnation. Try to make him tankier, so -1 to be wound, and it's going to be causing perils on psychers nearby, and Hatred Incarnate. That way, even though he hits on 2-ups, he gets +1 to strength again and attacks, and you can reroll the hit roll just in case you get a bunch of 1s. That could be changed into something else. Like you can maybe give him Unholy Fortitude instead. Actually, fuck no, yeah, that's better. Fuck that, because I thought Unholy Fortitude for some reason was against mortals. Give him Unholy Fortitude. That's great. That way he's a 5-up, feel no pain. He's gonna be tanking a lot of damage. Staying alive. Yeah. Chaos Leviathan, just the 1 hunter killer, grab flocks with Volkite. And of course Karn with his warlord trait of Slaughterborn. I think Warpsmith? Oh yeah, actually wait, fuck. Shit, I forgot about that. Fuck Violent Urgency. I don't know if that's the play, because he could get Gorefather. That's what it was. Gorefather on Warpsmith with Hatred Incarnate, so that way he can land his attacks. And then get Violent Urgency on Disco Lord instead of Unholy Fortitude. Because it's going to be more important for you to get your Berserkers in. They're far more important to get in. Oh. No, yeah, and then just get rid of the Warlord trait on Karn. That's fine. So, you can keep... So, what you're going to want is Black Rune of Damnation on Lord Discordant, Violent Urgency as well, and then Warpsmith, you're going to give him Gorefather and Hatred Incarnate, so you're just going to have 3 guys that can really just wreck shit. Of course, I would like even more on the Lord Discordian, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So this is gonna be... Hold on. Fixing the Battle Scribe list. Okay, there we go. So this is gonna be reflected on the Battle Scribe. It's not on here. Compared to the other armies, I don't like it. Berserkers are fun, and you have a big wave of them. Boy, I used to think it was far more hilarious to have 10 Berserkers and do 100 attacks. So you would have 600 attacks with just these 60 guys. It's no longer really the case. 5, 10, right? Because that's, what, 50 each? Yeah. They've gone nerfed, in my opinion, for damage output in some ways. At least against, like, horde armies. Like, if they went against sisters, they would just destroy them. Not as much anymore. Anywho, people get debate all day. This is basically it. I'm not going to keep ranting because I still have to cover Emperor's Children and Chaos Knights. If you like my content, like, share, subscribe. Hit me down below. My Twitch channel is there if people want to stop by. Actually, I'll pull up my chat for a couple minutes while I'm doing this. And then, yeah, you could also just comment down below. Constructive, good feedback always makes my day. Yeah, if you have any requests, advice, compliments, complaints, let me know. And the Google Drive is going to be down below with all these armies, including this one, for people to check out and try. Take care and have a great day. Bye.